gonna wait a little bit. Hello, collective. It's me, your favorite psychic medium. Oh, I'm sorry. Your favorite psychic spirit medium. Oh, I'm feeling a little blockage in my southern hemisphere. Any negative energy trying to interfere with this reading, please go. You are not welcome here. I seal this place with love and divine spirit. Oh, that was weird. I had a sharp pain on the top of my head. Hello, collective. It's me, your favorite psychic spirit medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy and how you're a non-physical entity having a human experience. I'm agrees. Spirit agrees. I'm here with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. And we are here to bring another collective message. We're doing psychic development. I am a childhood psychic who has repressed her psychic gift. I was born this way. I repressed it till almost 5 years ago now. And now I'm doing psychic development. I'm gaining knowledge, I'm reading books, I'm taking courses, I'm doing all the things to make sure that I'm a clear conduit for Holy Spirit, so that I'm having a relationship with my ancestors, my loved ones, my angels. Nobody, what's the matter, dear? What's the matter? If you want a personal reading, email me, patiencewithspirit@gmail.com. We would love for all of you to follow our socials. We have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, we have a YouTube where you can find all of that information in the description bar through the link tree. We have all of our socials there. We would love for you to be a part of our Patience with Spirit family, and for you to help us develop our psychic gift together in real time, 11:11. And we want you to know that we love you very much. We love you very much. We're here to be of service. We're here to be a earth guide, an earth angel. We're here to tap into divine energy, to bring messages forward from a higher perspective, to bring you higher perspectives of linear views here on Spirit News. Oh, someone stopped behind me. Not sure what's going on. There's a woman who stopped behind me. I don't know. I got a lot of things trying to stop messages today. I had this sharp pain on the top of my head, which was weird. Anywho, I am here. I'm gonna do it. No matter what, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Holy Divine Spirit, please be with me. I am so grateful for you. I am so grateful for the messages, to read the energy, to be able to bring the messages forward that you want us to know, to give us higher perspectives, to give us advice, guidance, love, energy. It is my honor to be here, to be of service, to use my psychic gift for good. I got Deja in the back. That's Deja, my little duty head. She's here. We are at Lincoln Woods. 11. Oh, I just said 11. Spirit just said 11. I have my spirit guides here with me. Oh, I'm feeling a little weird right now. I'm feeling lightheaded and a little nauseous. I'm not sure why. That's weird. It just kind of came. All right. Well, something in the energy is feeling a little weird. So we read the energy, we use our psychic gift to do it, and we do it in real time with you guys to learn how we are not non-physical entities having a human experience. And everybody can read energy, everybody is energy, anybody can do it. I am just intentionally practicing something I have been inclined to do since I was little, since I was born. I remember having lots of experiences as a child. I'm sure lots of people out there have had a lot of experiences as a child. Everybody is innately psychic because your non-physical energy is what is your sixth sense. That is what it is. When you lose your physical body, when you transition, you are that non-physical energy that is innately prone to have psychic abilities. It is what psychicness is. It's tapping in with energy, it's tapping in with your intuition. And so that's what we develop here with you, and we read it and we see what Spirit wants us to know. So what should we do first? What am I drawn to? You know what? Let's do our apple cards. I haven't done the apple cards in a while. Okay. So with energy, I'm learning that it's fluid. It can be past, present, or future. It can be even alternate timelines. It can be, wow, there's so much going on right now. There's literally no one here. And now I have a car behind me. I have people here. I have Deja getting all excited. What's going on here? I have a nauseous feeling in my stomach. Energy can be fluid. It can be masculine or feminine. It doesn't have gender, so you gotta put it where it fits. And to not attach yourself to anything completely. Be an observer of information. Spirit always says, observe the information. Don't attach yourself to it emotionally. Hey, shh, relax, Deja. Okay? So thank you so much, Holy. Drama, yeah, Spirit's a drama. I'm telling you, there's something going on in the energy that feels. Before I draw the cards, I'm going to trust how I feel. I haven't been doing that lately, but I feel nauseous. There's so much drama going on around me. There wasn't a second ago. Employer. Yeah, someone could possibly be going through some kind of dramatic experience. Someone could have lost their job or about to lose their job or something, some kind of drama at work. Something that's making them feel nauseous, like they don't know what they're going to do, some kind of drama. Thank you so much, Holy Divine Spirit. I'm so grateful to be a messenger of Holy Divine Light. Oracle number 36, clocking in. I'm so grateful for all of my blessings. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Bullwinkle. Oh, geez. Bullwinkle. You know, my coworker just made a joke about Rocky and Bullwinkle the other day. The moose, as in the cartoon The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, the moose, half of moose and squirrel. And the reference he made when he said this about Rocky and Bullwinkle was referring to the spirit said haunts. Was referring to like you know, people at work that mess around. They don't, you know, do their end. They're always messing around, effing around. They're not doing their work basically. All right, let's keep going. Thank you, Holy Divine Spirit. Beauty and the Beast. So I have Moose and Squirrel and Beauty and the Beast. So I immediately want to say 3 people. There could be 3 people here. A tale as old as time, so Disney didn't have to pay royalties. There could be 3 people here that have some kind of business and they're not paying people. They could not be paying people. Some people were walking by. Tale as old as time, true as it may be, barely even friends, and somebody bet the Vatican. Oh damn, the Vatican. The papal state in the middle of Rome, home of the Pope, Swiss guards, and lots of pigeons. So there's some kind of business deal gone wrong here. Something that someone, it may have to do with something religious. What do you think, Deja? Is it religious? Weapon. Spirit just said weapon. I'm feeling so freaking disconnected right now. There's something going on that doesn't want me to read this energy. Spirit, please remove any negative energy trying to stop this read. I feel very nauseous. Spirit said weapon. Spirit, please cast out any energy weapons being thrown at me. I cast you down immediately. You are not welcome here. I am protected, divinely protected. Archangel Michael, please remove any energy weapons being directed to me to not get this message out. Thank you so much. Oh, I can breathe. Yeah, very repressive. There's some kind of class act, some moose and squirrel act that's not paying their employees or not giving their employees information, something that is pigeonholing some kind of information. It says the Vatican, so it could be something religious, or it could be something big like the Vatican, or something very regimented like the Vatican, very strict. It says Beauty and the Beast. And it says so Disney didn't have to pay royalties. Something about not being paid. Adolf Hitler. Oh my god. Adolf Hitler. I have the Vatican and Adolf Hitler. He turned Germany into a militarized dictatorship. Didn't I say something like a stronghold like the Vatican? I just said that. Caused the slaughter of millions and launched World War II. So some kind of class act, some moose and squirrel act, possibly 3 people, or it could be 4 people, because Beauty and the Beast, moose and squirrel. There could be 4 people here that try to start a business based on some kind of religion or some kind of religious beliefs that was almost militaristic, or like a dictatorship instead of being open. And I'm right. Yes, there's a right. Okay, so there's some kind of business that was started by 4 people here that is more like a dictatorship, and it's based off of some kind of religious beliefs or some kind of spiritual beliefs. Clark Gable. So instrumental. Someone's being an actor. Someone here, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Someone who uses romance as a way to lead people astray. They are an actor. They're fake. They're pretending to be something they're not because they, frankly, dear, don't give a damn. Okay. Katharine Hepburn. I have Clark Gable and Katharine Hepburn. American actor and winner of 4 Academy Awards. She starred in such classics as The African Queen. So there could be a couple actors here who've put together this business. That they're clowns. So they're a bunch of clowns. This could be a couple. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought it might be 4 people, but this could be a couple. They're fakers. One of them pretends to be like Katharine Hepburn, like all prim and proper. Okay, but she's really... Definitely. Definitely, Spirit said. And Clark Gable, who thinks they're some kind of Casanova or some kind of 144. Someone who possibly thinks or portrays himself to be part of the 144 or of 144,000 hertz. We always say that 144 is not, if you're chosen, anyone can be chosen. Okay, in the Bible, anyone can be chosen. It's about clearing your field to 144,000 hertz. And you do that by clearing your field of emotional trauma, by healing. So anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. That's how it gets you to Christ consciousness. Okay, so this person's spiritual beliefs might be based on that, but they play some kind of fake ass Casanova, wannabe playboy, and there's a wannabe prim and proper Katharine Hepburn here who started some kind of spiritual business, but Spirit said they're a bunch of clowns, and this says they're darn scary. Beauty and the Beast. Oh my god, come through, Spirit. We have Adolf Hitler here, but it's more like a dictatorship because if you don't listen to what they say, if you don't go by their rules, then you're not part of their spiritual beliefs. These are people that make it up as they go. They think they know everything. Like Adolf Hitler.
2 o'clock.
Adolf Hitler believed that a certain looking race of people should rule the world, which is ridiculous. Okay, it's like basically what they're saying. And the Vatican, I have the Vatican here, so they had some kind of pigeonholed or some kind of stronghold, or they wanted some kind of religious beliefs. Swiss cheese, but there's holes in their theory. Okay, there's holes in their spiritual beliefs. These are people. These are two people, Beauty and the Beast, Moose and Squirrel, Catherine Hepburn, Clark Gable. They're spirits just explaining these two people, the dichotomy of these people. There's holes in their theories. Guess it comes from holy cows.
Food.
Food. Spirit just said food after I said Swiss cheese. Come through, Spirit. Thank you so much. I love you. So these people are a bunch of clowns, okay? They made some kind of business. Spirit said employer earlier, and they're using energy weapons to do this business. And energy weapons can involve lying, manipulation, spell work, rituals, something like that. They're a bunch of clowns. A school cafeteria, a food fight under Adolf Hitler. They could be fighting right now because something's going wrong in this business they started. They could be fighting. Mel Gibson. Why do we have all these actors? Mel Gibson. And and this has lethal weapon, and Spirit said weapon. Yeah, they're definitely using energy weapons.
Turn it off.
Maybe that's why I was feeling nauseous earlier. Australian actor known for The Road Warrior, Braveheart, and Lethal Weapon. So under Clark Gable. Because they don't give a damn. They don't understand energy. They don't understand the implications of spiritual warfare. I just recently got through a audiobook. I couldn't think of the word of an audiobook about spiritual warfare because since I've been doing the reads, I've been learning that this is happening whether you believe it or not. There are people out there who 100% believe in witchcraft and whatever that use spirituality as a weapon and to control people. And it ain't right. So I'm like, well, I need to learn more about it. So I got this book by Dan Anka, and he has a series of books, but it was very interesting. And Spirit said weapon. This says lethal weapon, and I mentioned energy weapons before I even started this. So there's something about some business they started based on energy, on spirituality, and now they're in a fight now. These two people are fighting. A school cafeteria, a food fight, because both of them are having some kind of power struggles, or they're in a dictatorship. They're both fighting with each other because both of them want to be the boss. Both of them started this business. Can you tell me more about this business? What about this business? Can you please tell me more about this business they started? Why are they fighting about it? Something weird about spirituality in this business. Oprah Winfrey, television talk show host, actor, and all-around American success story. The 21st century, the future is now. And slivers, also known as splinters. The worst ones are under your fingernails, under Swiss cheese, and the Vatican. So, So they might be fighting because they were trying to control their future? Chris. Spirit said Chris. I don't know if anyone here is named Chris or...
Right away.
They're drowning. They're drowning now because they were trying to control their future. they're trying to control their future by doing
I
something
agree.
that they thought was going to be a success. Something about being known or seen, or something they do with spirituality has them like I don't think they're I don't know, they could be on TV or something. It says television, talk show host, actor, and I have one, two, three, four actors here. So it's definitely a reference to them pretending to be something they're not, for sure. But also, they were planning on being famous or something. There's something they were trying to do with their future where they wanted to become famous through this endeavor, through this business they started. But it's become splinters under their fingernails because there's holes in their religious beliefs and their spiritual beliefs. You can't be going around as fake spiritual people if you're not actually spiritual, okay? It takes a lot of discipline and control, and um, it takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of healing your wounds. It takes a lot of responsibility to be able to be
Soon.
to be able to be someone who can help people through spirituality. These people aren't help. They wanted to be paid royalties. They did it just for money, okay? Because they don't give a damn. They've been playing around with energy, trying to start fights between people, trying to be some kind of big wigs in the spiritual world, but they did it for money. So they were trying to control their future, but now something about something about um now it's become splinters under their fingernails because there's big holes in their gaps um in their resume, you know. Can you please tell me about this fighting, or why they decided to do this? I mean, besides money, I just saw dictatorship, but it didn't come out. Please tell me more, Holy Spirit. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Noisy neighbors. What? What? I can't hear you. Under Adolf Hitler and food fight. So they're fighting now because neither of them want to admit that Chinatown international travel just around the corner. Because neither one of them want to let go of power. Neither one of them want to let go of
Phenomena.
phenomena. Neither one of them want to let go of power. And I have international travel just around the corner under Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon, and Clark Gable. I just don't give a damn. Okay, so I'm just gonna say what I see, what I'm getting. This man that's in this couple or whatever they are, Beauty and the Beast. What this Katharine Hepburn character? They're like Rocky and Bullwinkle. They're Moose and Squirrel. Except they're like Adolf Hitler and the Vatican come together. Katharine Hepburn. They're both clowns though. They're both holes in their whole personas. One of them's Clark Gable. They act like some kind of romantic, like Casanova or something, but they really don't give a damn. And they harness some kind of energy weapon against people.
Crack.
Crap. And the other one is
Five spirits.
Katharine Hepburn, a wannabe queen, a wannabe prim and proper person. They're both actors. They both have holes in their personas. They both did something or tried to start a business based off of some kind of spiritual beliefs that was more like a dictatorship. Both of them wanted to rule, and both of them wanted to be some kind of success story. They wanted their future to be they wanted to be famous. They basically wanted to be paid royalties and be famous. But Spirit says they're clowns. They would be really funny if they weren't so darn scary. And they're in a fight. and they're like noisy neighbors. What? I can't hear you, because they got splinters under their fingernails now because they tried to travel or tried to create some kind of
Matthew.
chaos by using energy weapons. And I'm not sure in like what way. Maybe manipulation, lying. Those are just the basic physical ways, but said I Spirit said weapon too, so I don't know. I think they could be messing around with something they shouldn't. Ugh. But Spirit says that they're clowns. Spirit said they're clowns. What are they doing? What are they doing? Let me see. Let me do some archetype cards. Thank you so much, Holy Divine Spirit, for being here with us. I am so grateful to bring the messages forward. Please be with me and help us bring a higher perspective of this linear view. How can we help? How can we help? What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Oh. So I have a shapeshifter. And I have the destroyer. So these two people don't mean good, okay? They don't mean well. And you know, I was reading a Toltec.
Scrape.
Thank you. I was reading a Toltec explanation of shapeshifting, and shapeshifting doesn't always have to be bad. In this instance, it is because I have the destroyer directly behind it. But it was interesting. It was saying how shapeshifting, everyone can shapeshift, and you can use it for good or bad. You can be a shapeshifter that, and an example they gave was, if you go visit your grandmother, and while you're growing up your grandmother made you eat the whole plate of food, and if you don't eat the whole plate of food, she perceives that as rude or not good. But if you're full and you're really not hungry and you can't finish it, it's rude to say that you don't want to eat it, or it's perceived in her perspective as, that's bad to not finish your plate. So as you get older, you would shapeshift in that moment, and you'd put a nice mask on to make her feel better in the moment, instead of telling her that she's wrong and that you don't want to finish your food. You would just shapeshift, gently shapeshift, and pretend to eat the food, or pretend to, give it to the dog when she's not looking and say you finished it, just because she's doing it because she cares about you, not because she's trying to hurt you. And so everybody shape shifts in that way. That's just an example. So, but in this instance, somebody's shape shifting to destroy people, to take advantage of people, and that's the other form of shape shifting. It's not like an actual alien shapeshifter, but it's an energy. It's shape shifting energy where you shape yourself based on, Spirit said Kyle, based on who you're around, to manipulate them, to get what you want out of them, to have them believe things about you that aren't true. So, both of these people are shape shifting to manipulate. I said that before. Oh, look, the comic, and I have clowns here, and it was in reverse. So, I have a comic in reverse. So these could possibly be people who have addictions, who party a lot, who are always not being responsible. They're always laughing, or thinking things are a joke, or not taking things very seriously. These are two people that are are looking for a prayer now. There's something they did. There's something they did. They're drowning. There's something they did where they're wishing they didn't do it. They're fighting. They need a prayer. They need someone to pray for them because they're in chaos right now. There's something they did that's very chaotic. They could possibly be losing their job, or whatever business they made. Yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword.
Suffering.
Suffering. I told you, Spirit just said suffering. These people created a business with bad intentions. They were trying to manifest something to create money and to be famous. And now they're suffering, they're fighting, they're in some kind of turmoil over a gem. There's some kind of gem. And I have this right under it. And there's a gem in someone's mouth. Some kind of lie they told. Some kind of lie they told that they thought was going to change their future, that they thought nobody would find out about. Something that, because they're actors. They're actors. They're pretending to be spiritual or do something spiritual. I have a king in reverse. They could have lied about being a king or about a king or about they presented themselves as someone of authority, someone who had some kind of power or advantage or some kind of status, but they really don't. The unseen. Yeah, they didn't expect anyone to figure them out. They thought they could remain unseen. They thought they could remain fragmented or behind the scenes of something because they lied about something that they've been doing in a business, making money off of people. What else, Spirit? What ails? Let's do...
3 o'clock.
Okay.
We want to.
Let's do these ones. So, what were these people lying about? What were these people lying about? Spirit, please clear any negative energy trying to stop me from reading this. Oh, I just feel the pressure in my head. I still feel a little nauseous. I am grateful for the earth. I'm grateful for the earth. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. So these people are fighting because their entire universe and the way it operates is imploding. Okay. With every exhale you give and every inhale you receive. So they've messed up their rhythm.
Supplanted.
They've messed up their rhythm for optimal health and energy replenishment.
Denouncing.
Denouncing. They've thrown off their balance. And so they've thrown off their life. This goes back to what I was saying. They weren't manifesting a business with good intentions. They weren't giving I am grateful for the earth in reverse. They weren't giving they're supposed to be some kind of spiritual leaders or they're pretending to be. They're pretending to be some kind of spiritual leaders or people of authority who don't actually have spiritual authority. And so they were giving people advice or taking people's money or something, but giving wrong advice, to spiritual advice. They were shape-shifting in a negative way to manipulate people. They didn't fit the shoes of an actual person who's gone through spiritual development. They're just pretending. And so now they've thrown the balance off of their life. So that's why they're suffering. That's why they're in chaos and they're fighting. Because they're in complete imbalance with their relationship. This could be a couple. Beauty and the Beast. They should have made their primary relationship with God to attract, heal, and balance themselves. But now they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe. They don't have the ability to heal their relationships or to bloom or to prosper. Sea otter happiness. Tricky. They need to master they need to master the art of being playful and release their expectations to enjoy themselves. They have built a business around making money and being famous. And so, in that very energy of doing that, they've taken away the joy of life because all they care about is making money. We didn't come here to make money. We came here to have fun, to be in joy, to create, to co-create with the universe, to co-create with God. And they have made a whole business based on a lie, pretending to be people they're not, for money and fame. And so, of course, they're getting back exactly what they gave out. That's why they're in chaos. You cannot live that way. You can't pretend to be something you're not. Cool. Spirit said cool. They were pretending to be cool. They did this whole business pretending to be spiritual, but it was really a dictatorship for money and fame. And so they can't find happiness. They don't know how to give and receive. They don't know how to surrender and how to give and receive from a heart space. And we talk about this on Spirit News. We talk about going from the mind to the heart, and that's the energy shift. You can hear our podcast on that called The Time Jump. It's something that where there's a big energy shift,
Accept.
and it's something that we all have to accept. Like Spirit just said, it's something we have to accept that the energy is rising on the earth, and it's rising because we're getting closer to the sun, and by doing that more light is entering the earth's atmosphere, and our vibrations and our energy and our frequency is changing with the earth. And so these people created, probably before the time shift, before the time jump, they created a business based on low energy, based on money and fame. Those aren't things that are sustainable in the new energy. And so now that we did the time jump and we're closer and we're more into the new energy, these people are suffering. They're fighting with each other. They can't find equilibrium because they're operating in a low frequency. You cannot find happiness or equilibrium if your intentions are low, because they're two different vibrations. The vibration now is a heart vibration. It's more compassion, it's more empathy, it's more finding joy over money. It requires you to be more open to loving yourself, to going on a more inward journey, to you can't be operating a business that was never based on love or happiness. It was based on money, and in this new energy, because it's not going to work. It's two different energies. The new energy that we're in this new earth energy that we're going to continue to climb into, it's just going to get higher. It requires us to be more compassionate. It requires us to find joy in other spaces other than making money. Money is not something that even exists outside of this planet. So these people created a business based on spirituality that weren't spiritual, that only did it to pretend to be spiritual for money. And that means that they're helping people who actually are seeking out connection, who are actually seeking out divine guidance from people who are manufactured, thank you Spirit, who are just manufacturing spirituality. And there's a lot of people out there, false spiritualists, who don't have true intentions of love and light. They don't care. Like Clark Gable, I frankly do not give a damn. These people are using, they're like a dictatorship. And Pierce said Sistine, and I have the Vatican, like the Sistine Chapel. It's it's what it looks like on the outside. These people are more concerned with what it looks like on the outside than actually doing the work. If they had a relationship with spirit and with their spirit guides, and they actually wanted that, which we teach you on Spirit News on Spotify, we teach you how to build a relationship. We have documented our own observations of how we built a relationship with our own spirit guides on our TikTok that you can check out. And we are learning in real time through the help of my spirit guides how to give and receive. if you want to be a spiritual person and you want to actually be abundant in that area, then you have to practice spirituality. You can't have addictions. You can't be a partier. And I'm not saying you can't have fun, but it takes discipline. It takes self control. You have to be able to control your flesh, and you have to be able to give without wanting to receive, okay? And these people don't do that. And so now they're having some kind of trouble. They're in turmoil. They're wondering what's wrong. Their whole balance has been thrown off. Perhaps a spirit has mentioned balance a few times, so perhaps they threw the balance off by doing these energy weapons they were doing against other people. These are people that don't have self-love. They don't have self-love. Weapon again. This is the third time spirit said weapon, okay? We talked about energy weapons. These people manipulate. They manipulate. Fire, tiger. They wanted to be unstoppable. They wanted their passion. They wanted their power to be their passion instead of their passion being their power. And they thought they were bold and brave, but now they're going to have to be real brave because in this energy, this type of behavior is not going to get them anywhere. Okay? Force, freedom. If you're pure of heart, you're free, and your greater purpose will call for you. You will have unlimited reserves. Spirit said shoes again. This is the second time Spirit said shoes. You can't walk the path of a healer if you're not healed, if you're not healing yourself. You can't claim to be a spiritual guru or whatever if you're not even taking the time to heal your wounds. You will not be free. If your heart is not lighter than a feather, if your intentions are not pure, then the Holy Divine Spirit is not going to be helping you and it's not going to be guiding you. So that's why these people use energy weapons to get people to believe them, which is so messed up. Change. Because they don't want to change. They don't want to change in this new earth energy. This new earth energy is 44. This new earth energy is requiring them to change. Several. Because these people they don't know about energy and they don't know about spirituality. They just pretend. They don't study it. They don't seek out knowledge. They don't seek out information. They don't ask their guides for help. They think that they have the information they need and that they don't need to search anymore. But that's just not true. You should never be done searching for enlightenment. Enlightenment is in all and everything. And if you feel like you're done learning, these people don't even do it to help people. They don't do it to be of service. They do it for money and to be famous. What else, Spirit? What's going on? It actually requires a lot of time and effort to dedicate yourself to spirituality, to walk the path of a spiritual person, because you basically walk alone because you can't put any substances in your body. So, there goes half your friends right there. And the things that bring you joy are like nature or, just you find joy in little things. You don't have to go out all the time. You don't have to spend money. You don't care about money. Manifest. You become master manifestors and you get everything you want and you have everything you need at any and all times. 44. I love it. So these people don't understand that. They just want to be spiritual because they think it'll get them famous. That people, well, if you feel a need to be famous, let that right there be an indication to you that you have an unhealed wound and of rejection, that you need to have someone notice you or pay attention to you, or you need to get love from people outside of you to get attention, to feel full. That's a clear indication that you have some healing to do, because when you are a spiritual person and you've healed that wound of abandonment, rejection, all of that, you don't care. You don't care about that. You don't need people on the outside of you to lift you up or to get attention in that way. You just don't need it. And you don't need money. Deja. So what else? These people refuse to change though. They don't understand that gratitude is the best attitude. They want reward. They want reward without effort. They want to have reward without effort. They want people to notice them, to praise them, but they don't want to actually do praising behavior. Yeah, rejection. Didn't I just say rejection? Come through, spirit. So they're stressed. They have pressure because and they're lacking sleep because they started a business that in this energy does not fit in this energy. Their business based on false spiritual practices has them in a energy that they cannot sustain because it's too much for them. It's what will happen if you're operating in this energy, this new earth energy we're going into with an energy of lack, of scarcity, then you're going to feel depression. You're going to feel like nothing goes right for you. You're going to
Yes to
feel,
all.
yes to all, Spirit says. You're going to feel like
Veil.
you're disconnected. You're going to feel like you can't find your path. You're going to feel off because it means it's not something. Spirit wants you to understand that if you're feeling that way, to not focus on the fact that you're feeling that way, but to take that as a sign that your own higher guidance is trying to tell you that there's things you need to heal still that don't match this new earth energy. This new earth energy could be absolutely wonderful and make you feel like $1,000,000 if you resolve those wounds that are on your field, those dirty spots that are on your field that are making you not have clarity. So, if these people could understand energy, what we would tell them, what my guides are guiding me to say, what we would tell them is that you have unhealed wounds. And if you cannot find your path, if you cannot understand why you're feeling this way or why nothing's going right, it's because you are resistant to going
Random
within.
thier.
You're taking a path of resistance because you refuse to see your own shortcomings. Basically, you don't want to take responsibility for the things you've done. So these people need to take responsibility for the fact that they've been operating in this false spiritual reality. They've been attempting to help people under false pretenses, taking people's money as spiritualists in their spiritual business that they've created, and lying to people basically who actually are seeking spiritual guidance, who are seeking spiritual connection from people who they trust to be spiritually guided. But these people don't even have a relationship with their spirit guides. They don't even have self-love. And they don't have the ability to take accountability for their own actions to change. And unfortunately, taking guidance from somebody who's like that is going to lead you astray. They're purposely leading people astray for money. And they're doing it so people come to them all the time and praise them and say, whoop de whoop, this person did this for me, blah, blah, blah. And that's just not what spiritual people do. Do you see the Dalai Lama doing that? Do you see Gandhi doing that? Mother Teresa? Jesus? Jesus said, "Don't worship me." He said, "Don't worship me. You can do what I can do." He said that. He was the example of what's possible when you're in Christ consciousness. When you clear your field of 144,000 hertz, you can heal your own body. You can talk to God yourself. You don't need a priest to talk to God, but if you're disconnected and you don't clear your field, you'll have lack of sleep, you'll have stress, you'll have pressure. Nothing will go right for you. You'll feel rejected. Everything you do won't work out because you're not listening. Basically, you're not listening. So these people have chosen to operate in this energy, and now they're fighting. They're in a victim mentality.
Letter.
Victim. Spirit has said mail and letter, so something could be coming into something could be coming in the mail, some kind of letter that could be possibly stressing them out, something that's going to create some kind of stability for someone. Once they get this letter, they're afraid someone will get this letter because they won't be able to protest. It was in reverse. They won't be able to protest anymore. What are they protesting? What are they protesting about? What are they trying to fight? Some kind of memory. Someone's memory? Someone could perhaps have some kind of memory that they don't want this person to... It's their nightmare, suffering. There's a couple here that don't want somebody to get some kind of mail in the letter, something that's going to create some kind of stability or harmony, something that they won't be able to protest anymore. They want you to be blind to it. They want it to be unknown. They don't want you to know about this letter coming in the mail. What's it about? Something about a sweetheart. And something about some kind of they want you to ignore some kind of disturbance. Huh. That could be the energy weapons they were harnessing. They could have directed energy weapons towards a sweetheart and made their life obscure, like an irritation, some kind of supernatural disturbance in a sweetheart's life. Someone who's pure. See, just like this card said, when your heart is pure, you're free. Someone who they directed energy towards somebody who has a pure heart. Somebody that they don't want to remember they don't want them to remember them this way or something. I don't even understand why they had to do it to begin with. Why did they have to do this to begin with? What was their problem? Family in reverse. Family. Because they didn't want the sweetheart to have a connection. They didn't want the sweetheart to have a connection. A connection with who? They wanted the sweetheart to be homeless.
Whisper.
They didn't want the sweetheart to have a family. And they're wondering why they're in this energy now. I mean, can you really, if you are doing things to people that could hurt people, how could you possibly wonder why you're in this energy? How could you possibly wonder? Now there's some kind of evidence. I told you there's some kind of letter or something coming in the mail that you moved locations or something, so you haven't been able to get some kind of mail that's meant for you, that's going to tell you or show you some kind of evidence or proof or something that they've been trying to make you homeless or cause some kind of disruption or disturbance in your family life. These are people this is a couple, Rocky and Bull, or it's two people at least. It says Beauty and the Beast. It says Bullwinkle. There's a dog chasing a guy on the bike. That's so cute. This energy is making me feel nauseous. It's been making me feel nauseous this whole time. There's something wrong with this energy. Whoa, that popped out. They've been trying to... They missed their chance. They did some kind of bad investment that has gotten them to this place where they're in absolute fear and suffering at the thought of you knowing some kind of proof
We don't want to speak.
or evidence of what they've been doing to you to try to keep you from your family. They don't want you to know what they've been doing to try to keep you from having a good family life because they're insecure. Is a Queen of Cups in reverse. They're codependent and they're overwhelmed now. They're insecure. They've been doing something towards you to cause some kind of supernatural disturbance using energy weapons. But this is some kind of business that they've opened up. They're scared because you're gaining clarity. The moon, you're gaining some kind of conscious clarity or regaining composure. You're calm. They hate that you're calm. They feel like they lost an opportunity to make you overwhelmed. Because they invested in something that was a bad investment, and so now they've been working on something they've been diligent about, something that they've been trying to master, something that they've been working on for a long time, or you have. They wanted you to not do it. They wanted you to be disorganized. They wanted you to be so insecure that you wouldn't manifest the skill or practice the skill, some kind of skill you have.
Elijah.
Elijah. Oh, that's too many. They wanted to cause an imbalance. They have addictions though. They have some kind of addictions that they need realignment with. They've had addictions this whole time. They created this business in addiction. They overindulged in doing some kind of something they were doing over and over again, something that they were diligent about. They thought they mastered some kind of skill. They were passionate about causing imbalances to you, some kind of energy weapons they were directing to you to help make you not see. This was a business they had, so they could have possibly did this to multiple people. This could their business. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna say it because I see it. I don't know if it's true or not, but these people have some kind of business in like ruining people's lives or something, like directing imbalances towards people. Like you could pay these people, like I just picture, and Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing people asking them to, hey, I'm having trouble with this person, and they're like, oh well, I could help you take care of that. I could help you get payback or revenge, like something like that. But they do energy. like have you
Crush.
have you ever had a funk where Spirit said brush, like say you're an artist and you can't get inspired to save your life, and you recently had a fallout with a friend. Well, your friend could be going to these people, paying them to send you energy to not be inspired, to never paint again, or to have your car crash, or to be in broke and never make money. Stuff like that. Just dumb shit. Dumb shit. Okay. This is something that they do with a passion.
Jennings.
Something that they are very skilled at. That they are mastered. That they gain education about. They look it up and read about it. This is like something they thought they were very skilled in. But they're naive. They were naive because they came after somebody who is pure of heart, somebody who's an inspiration, someone who has limitless potential, someone who's free, someone who's enthusiastic. There's something they did to somebody who's pure of heart. So first the world first the world came out, and then I flipped my finger and it turned into the tower. It turned into the tower in reverse. And the fear changes again. They're trying to avert disaster by doing something that they thought was going to change an imbalance, something that they overindulged in, something they got addicted to.
Negative.
Spirit said negative, but it didn't.
Mother.
Mother. Someone's mother. but it didn't work because you're pure of heart. So they were trying to do something to stop some kind of change that was going to happen to them, to avert a disaster. That's why they're fighting, because they were trying to revert an imbalance that was created because they overindulged in doing something to you, or against somebody who's pure of heart, who's an inspiration, who has limitless potential. But they're disorganized. It failed because the person who's pure of heart is gaining some kind of clarity, or they're very calm. They don't have any fear. They don't have any malice. They didn't retaliate. They didn't match the energy. And so it's going back to them. Whatever they did is going back to them. They need realignment. They need self-healing. Judgment. I can't make it up. They're under judgment. They're under judgment. Some kind of action is being taken. They're wanting some kind of forgiveness, or there's some kind of absolution that's happening. Some kind of end of evil. Spirit said evil. I'm telling you, these people, this couple was not good. They did something to somebody who's pure of heart to stop some kind of clarity from happening, from some kind of letter or memory, some kind of memory from being remembered. They were trying to avert some kind of disaster that was coming to them, something that they created through energy, but it didn't work because this person is divine. I cannot make it up. This person's divine. They try to do something to their family to make them not have a family or something, to make them not have alignment or fulfillment, but they couldn't stop it because they're divinely protected. They have this person's a master man. A couple. I told you it's a couple. I told you. And look, I have a couple right here. They try to break up a couple, or this couple try to break up a couple, or a family. But this family is divinely protected. This is divine union. This always comes up all the time. I don't know who these people are, but they were supported. They have happiness written in the stars. You can't stop something that was divinely made or guided. And someone who's pure of heart. What I'm reading from the cards
I have a secret.
yeah, they have a secret about something that they don't want you to find out about, because then you'll know what their intentions were for you, something they've been working on, or working hard to hide from you, to keep secret from you. Now they fear persecution from you because you're going to find out. There's something that's going to come in the mail, some kind of letter that's going to come in the mail that's going to be a tower for them, and it's going to cast judgment upon them. You're going to gain some kind of clarity. It's going to give you a lot of support and stability, whatever this letter is, and it's going to instantly give them a tower. So I don't know what's in the letter. How can I find out what's in the letter? Spirit, how can I find out what's in this letter? What is this letter going to talk about? Maybe I can do these cards. Let's see. Spirit, what's this letter going to be about?
Daniel.
Why do they care so much about this letter?
Plant.
Spirit, can you tell me what this letter's about? What will this letter talk about? What are they afraid of this letter? Expectation. In the distant horizon, some kind of expectation, something that is expected to you or has been expected to you, something about some kind of courtship. There's going to be some kind of imprisonment, some kind of death to something. It's going to be a message of concern about something that happened as a child. It's going to create a pathway. It's going to make you a privileged lady. It's some kind of gift that you're supposed to receive, something that your family kept from you. This could be someone in your family, or a mature man in your family, part of this couple, has kept some kind of family secret from you about some kind of letter or gift that you should have received as a child. They didn't want you to know about it, but now they're either in a mental prison or it's going to be a real prison because they can't stop thinking about how they've been a false person. This could potentially go to court, or you're going to get a letter from the courts that's going to be about a Maine female and a Maine male that toiled and labored to keep a message from you, to mess up your marriage, to even send you into divorce. There's going to be a big change about it. And they're going to be in poverty. They're trying to make you in poverty. Oh my gosh. The hell? Message. I cannot make it up. I can't make it up. A message. Wow. So, expect a message in the distant horizons from the courthouse about some kind of gift that was meant for you as a child, since a child. This is going to be their tower. I don't know. Something about a gift, some kind of money or something. They're in a nightmare about it because they're going into poverty. They've been stealing money from you or something. Or you were promised some kind of money or something. Some expectation they've been hiding from you. They don't want you to remember something. But they refuse to change. So you know what? If they refuse to change and they don't want to take responsibility, that ain't your problem. So whatever's coming towards you, alien, Spirit said, whatever's coming towards you, you just accept it, and whatever tower they go through, it ain't your problem, because they worked real hard to not get this message to you. I don't know what, it's something about a gift. Expect it from the courthouse. It's an official message. All right. I love you so much, Collective. I hope this helps. Bye.